Here we go now.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Bastard.
1, 2, 3. Did you say bastard?
1, 2. You know what to do. Hey! Oh, no.
We're gonna take all that boring, nasty stuff in your fridge that you haven't been able to get to, and then we're gonna break it up,
Oh, 3. Hey, everybody, welcome on in to the 3rd episode of Ugly Stuff. I'm David Murphy, your host, and this is my partner in crime, Kayla Abe.
And we are taking all the nasty, boring stuff in your fridge and turning them into cool cookies.
Today, our focus is going to be, what do you do with that milk that's just at its expiry? Not that nasty, chunky stuff.
Not spoiled.
Don't
Not
be using that.
Spoiled milk. That's
Nasty
freaking
bastards.
disgusting. That goes
Nasty.
down the drain.
And our dish of the day is going to be Quesada Pasiega, which is Spanish cheesecake. I'm going to show you all kinds of fun tips and tricks. For now, she's going to leave, get behind the camera, and we're going to take this thing off.
Get going.
Old milk, babies. What do you do with this sucker? You left it in your fridge too long. You're over here sniffing it, smelling it, looking at it from afar, trying to figure out what to do with it. This is the easiest thing. We're going to make a fresh farmer's cheese. We're going to bring this baby to just under a boil. As we start to see a little bit of steam waft up, that's how we know that this guy is just about ready to go. So I've got almost a gallon of milk here. And then to that, we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of vinegar. In the meantime, we'll start getting into a couple of our other things. I need my zester again. Oh, zester time. Look at this. She's perfect, isn't she? So, part of our recipe calls for a ton of zest. Quesada Pasiega, guys, is a type of Spanish cheesecake. It's made like from a fresh farmer's cheese or ricotta. We're zipping through all of our zest real fast. I want the brightness of lemon especially to pull through, because we're going to pair that with a little bit of roasted blueberry a little bit later on. We're also going to pair that with some kumquats. We're going to sliver up some kumquats. Those are going to go over the top of this. But guys, this is a type of cheesecake that I love right when it comes out of the oven. We want it to still be warm as you eat this thing. It's like the greatest freaking cheesecake you ever had. All right, babies, our milk is just starting to steam. And one thing to note, you want to make sure and keep a good wooden spoon with you. Make sure that you're picking up, you're stirring anything up off the bottom. Make sure that you don't scorch your milk. Nothing worse than scorched milk. Also, you don't want to boil this thing because you don't want to distort all those proteins. And we're going to go right now with a 1/4 cup of vinegar. I'm going to kill the heat on this. Boom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to just whip this sucker around, but you can already see this cheese starting to break. Is this making you dizzy yet? It just made me dizzy. I don't know. Maybe it was all the wine. I don't know. Look at this. This is beautiful cheese. This is, guys, you can use this. You can throw this on top of some crusty bread, a little bit of olive oil, maybe some ugly pickle chimichurri. This stuff is heavenly. So what we're going to do is we're going to strain this off through a fine mesh strainer. And guys, if you're at home, you don't have a fine mesh strainer, you can use a colander, you can use anything. So we're going to get this all strained off, and we'll come back to you in just a second. And now, for our Quesada Pasiega batter. Pew, pew! And now, for our Quesada Pasiega batter. Woo! I don't know why I keep doing that. All right, boys and girls, we're going to start off with our butter and sugar. And we're going to cream these babies together. And full disclosure here, you usually want to cream butter and sugar with the paddle attachment, not the whisk attachment. But hey, this is just reality of today. Bit of sugar, bit of butter, all in. And then we're going to zip this baby around. And we're going to start to cream. We're going to cream that butter. Keep creaming it. Cream that butter. Cream it. Cream it. Cream that butter. All right. right, in we go with our eggs. We're gonna hit this with a little bit of vanilla as well. And zip that around real fast just till the eggs are incorporated. And then we're gonna pop in with a bunch of that beautiful ricotta that we just made. Make sure we get all of that baby out. Boom, boom. Every time I say boom, you have to take a wine shot. Maybe I should start doing that and make these shoots a little bit more fun. There we go, just enough. And then we're gonna go back in with all of that beautiful ricotta. Oh my God. Hey guys, full disclaimer here. I put way more ricotta, like 2 or 3 times more ricotta than a normal Spaniard would put in their Quesada Pasiega. That's because I'm a fat, gluttonous American. Let's get that sucker whipped around real fast. And now we're gonna add a bunch of milk. Oh, splatter! Don't splatter your milk like I just did. This is wet cam time, guys. Fuck! This is supposed to be a professional fucking show here. So we got that old milk, chunky milk in there, and now we've got it splattering all over the place. Here's some flour. We're gonna add that gradually. We're having difficulties here, man. I'm not a baker. Ah, stop that! Why are you laughing? Don't laugh. This is a great show. Hit that like button. So we got that little baby. And then we're gonna go in with all of that zest. And guys, that zest is what it's all about. That's where all the love is. And guys, if you don't want to do vanilla, like you can always do some, like your favorite liqueur. Sometimes I do sherry. Sherry's really great in this recipe. Any booze you like, as long as it's under 40 proof, you don't want to coagulate all that cheese that we just threw in there. And I think that's right where we're gonna leave it. So pretty loose batter, and then we're gonna get into our big baking dish. Quesada Pasiega batter is going in. You don't even need to mess with this. You don't need to butter this thing. You don't need to prep your pan at all. There's so much fat in this thing already that it's gonna do what it needs to do. I wore my love making shirt today because this makes me so. We're also gonna roast up some blueberry. Regular old blueberries here, guys. And then we're gonna hit this with a little bit of grapeseed oil. And what we wanna do is we wanna make sure that these things just get nice and lubed up. You're gonna get these all nice and shiny. These things are gonna release all of their juices. They're gonna start to draw out more sugars, and then they're gonna kind of raisin back in on themselves. It's gonna look like blueberry pie or blueberry cobbler filling when we're done. And that's gonna be a great little topping for our quesada pasiega. This is gonna go in the oven, same temperature as that little baby. It's gonna go about 11.5 minutes. This is gonna go for about 45. We're just gonna poke to see if this baby is wet in the center, and also should have the most beautiful, like deep, like leopard spotting, crispy, like super dark edges is like the sexiest thing. You'll see that in just a minute. Oh my God. Here we go. Look at, this is what I'm talking about when I say leopard spotting, guys. Oh, look at all this sexy color. This is what we're looking for. All right, everybody, our Quesada Pasiega is out of the oven. We picked up a ton of color on this thing. We're absolutely where we want to be. Let this cool for about 15 minutes or so. It's still super, super warm. This little guy right here is a crumble I made just really quickly. It's a bit of toasted almond and some Marias. Those are just crumbled up. Hit them with a little bit of salt. Good to go. Got a bunch of other little things. I marinated some blueberries, just a touch of pomegranate vinegar, a little pinch of salt, and like a pickled blueberry. Kumquat, some beautiful little garnishes. Without further ado, let's get into this thing. I always do, for me, the end piece. I'm an end piece kind of guy. Get all the beautiful crust. Oh, super sexy. So we got that little baby down. Let's go with a touch of the crumble first. We're gonna get that over the top. Just kind of place it in kind of a nice way. We're just gonna kind of let it fall where it wants to. Then we're gonna go over the top with all those beautiful roasted blueberries that we made just a minute ago. A couple of those babies down there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the top with a couple of those beautiful pickled babies. Oh God. Then we're gonna go in with a couple kumquats. I love kumquats, absolutely, like one of my absolute favorite. This thing reminds me of my grandma's house. Even though she got rid of her kumquat tree, she hated cleaning up all the fruit. Anyway, then we're gonna finish up a couple fun little garnishes here. Doing this at home. Make sure you warm up those berries and that Quesada Pasiega and then start adding everything up on top like this. Sorrel blossoms all over the place. It's gonna give this thing a nice little citrus punch. Super, super great. And guys, you cannot do any wrong when you're doing this. Just kind of place them in different areas. And the more you add, the crazier and more beautiful this thing gets. And then there we have it. This is our Quesada Pasiega with roasted blueberries and all kinds of stuff. Come get that zoom in. This thing is sexy. Ooh, I can't wait.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Once again, something I cannot eat.
See,
Chicken!
lactose over here.
I've learned to find joy in watching him eat delicious.
More for me, more for me. Oh my God, look at this thing.
Oh my God. Okay, play by play. How is it?
That's it, man.
Amazing. Oh my
That's
God,
fucking
that
good.
end piece looks incredible.
She talked me into it. So the pop from all the acidity from the pickled blueberries, then the kumquat. Make sure I get one of these kumquats on there too. And a little bit of that sorrel really helps brighten this thing up.
Also such a great use for blueberries that are older too, or any fruit that's kind of wilting. Toss it in the oven and it becomes this beautiful, fresh garnish.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe. Look at that sweet. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy all the food we got coming your way.
Thank you.
Ciao.